What's up guys, this guitar video lesson number 64, the song Fallen Leaves by Billy Talent, and first up the song is in drop D again, so your 6th string should sound like this. And now let's get to the intro. And this is how it works. First we put our first finger on the 4th on the 2nd string, second finger on the 5th on the 3rd string. We pick those 2 strings, then we lift our 2nd finger off, pick them again, put them back on, back off. So then we slide down, so now our first finger is on the 3rd on the 2nd and our 2nd finger on the 4th on the 3rd. And we do the thing we just did 30 times. Then our 2nd finger goes down to the 6th on the 2nd string, slide down into the 4th, and now our 2nd finger stays on the 4th and our 1st finger goes down to the 3rd on the 3rd string. Pick it, 1st finger off, 1st finger on, 1st finger off. So far we've got now 1st finger on the 1st on the 3rd string and 2nd finger on the 1st on the 2nd string. Pick it, 1st finger off, 1st finger on, 1st finger off. Now 1st finger on the 1st on the 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 3rd on the 4th string, and we mute the 3rd string with our 1st finger. Then we pick this 4 times. Then 1st finger on the 1st on the 4th string, 2nd finger on the 1st on the 2nd string. Be careful to mute the 3rd string again. 30 times we pick this. Then we slide up onto the 3rd and pick empty. And that's the whole intro. The next part isn't just the part after the intro, but it's also the chorus, and it should sound like this. And this is how it works. First we put our 1st finger on the 3rd on the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 5th on the 4th string, and pinky on the 5th on the 3rd string. And we pick down, down. Then we lift our fingers off, pick up the 6th, 5th and 4th. Now 1st finger over the 5th, over the 6th, 5th and 4th. Down, down. So far we've got. Then up, down. Now 2nd finger on the 6th, up again, down with 1st finger on the 5th, so we get then slide down to the 3rd, onto the 1st. Then down up, slide up onto the 6th, down again, then slide down onto the 5th, so onto the 3rd. So far we've got then down up, then 3 times the 1st, so down, up, down, then the up on the 3rd, and 4 times the 6th, the 5th. So it's and that's the whole chorus and the part coming after the intro. But after the intro we only pick the 5th 30 times, then empty, and then we go back to the first chord. So we go, and that's the beginning of the first. First should sound like this. And this is how the first works. First, we pick this chord, first finger on the third on the fifth string, third finger on the fifth on the fourth string, and pinky on the fifth on the third string. Then we put our first finger on the fifth, over the sixth, fifth, and fourth string, pick down, up, then up, empty. And we put our fingers on like this, first finger on the sixth on the fifth string, third finger on the eighth on the fourth string, and pinky on the eighth on the third string. So we get, then we do this again. So up, down, up. Then the first chord again. Now we pick this one 30 times, then empty. Then we put our fingers on like this. First finger on the sixth of the sixth, fifth, and fourth string. Third finger on the third, on the third string, on the eighth, and pinky on the ninth on the second string. 30 times, then empty. Then we slide up onto here, first finger now on the 8th, third finger on the 10th on the third string, and pinky on the 11th on the second. Empty, and the second chord from the first again. So and then we do the thing we did in the chorus. Except for the part right before the chorus, then we don't do this, but instead we pick the 6th 8 times and the 9th. Now let's get to the solo, and first we put our first finger on the 5th on the 3rd string. Then we hammer our third finger onto the 7th. Now first finger onto the 4th on the 2nd string. Then 5th on the 3rd again. 7th on the 3rd again. So then we put our 3rd finger on the 8th over the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and we pick the 4th and the 2nd. So we get then first finger on the 7th on the 3rd string, hammer the 2nd onto the 8th, 3rd finger onto the 10th. So then 7th and 8th again. Now 2nd finger onto the 8th on the 4th string, and 3rd finger on the 8th on the 2nd string. Pick 4th and 2nd. So far we've got now we put our 3rd finger over the 3rd and 4th string on the 10th, pick the 3rd, 4th, first finger on the 8th on the 2nd string, 2nd finger onto the 9th on the 2nd string. So now first finger on the 8th on the 3rd string, 3rd finger on the 10th, 10th on the 4th again, first finger again on the 8th on the 2nd, and 2nd finger on the 9th again. So we get then the 8th on the 3rd again, 10th on the 4th, 8th on the 2nd, 8th on the 3rd, 3rd finger onto the 10th on the 3rd. So we get now 3rd finger onto the 11th on the 2nd string, onto the 13th, and onto the 15th. So that should sound like this. So far we've got the second part of the solo starts off exactly the same way the first part of the solo did. So then again, then first finger on the 8th on the 3rd, 3rd finger on the 10th on the 4th as before, first finger on the 8th on the 2nd, first finger on the 8th on the 3rd, slide down into the 7th, so we get now first finger on the 6th on the 2nd, and 3rd finger on the 8th on the 4th is the last note. So and that's the whole solo. The only part left is the bridge following the solo. And first we put our fingers on like this. First finger on the 8th on the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 10th on the 4th string, pinky on the 10th on the 3rd string, and 2nd finger on the 9th on the 2nd string. We pick down once, then first finger onto the 5th over the 6th, 5th and 4th string, we pick down, down. Then we put our fingers on exactly the same way we did up here, but now on the 3rd, 5th and 4th fret. Pick it once down, and then down, up, down, up. So we get then back onto the first chord. Now we pick the 8th on the 5th string with our first finger. 3rd finger goes onto the 10th, onto the 11th. So now first finger back onto the 5th. So then back to the 3rd chord. Pick it once. We've got the 2nd finger on the 4th on the 2nd string already. We pick this one, lift it off, first finger on the 3rd, and 3rd finger on the 5th on the 3rd string. So then down, down. So we get then back to the first one. We do this riff I just showed you about 3 times. And then we put our first finger on the 5th again, pick 8 times down and up, and slide up onto the 9th. 8 times as well. That's already the whole bridge, and that's the whole song. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did, it helps me out a lot. Keep on subscribing, and I hope I will see you next time.